ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। शुक्ल यजुर्वेदीय काण्व शाखीय बृहदारण्यक उपनिषद, पेज नंबर 76, second line in Tika. So the discussion is, there is a vidhi for prana upasana, okay, and the abhyarohana mantra japa asatoma sadgamaya ityadi, they all are not the mukhya karma for which this prana upasana is vidhi shesha. Udgitha is not mukhya karma and prana upasana is vidhi shesha. This is the topic. See Tika, second line. Phalavatvacha. Now he is giving different reasons why this is upasana of prana. Phalavatvacha means another reason he gives. Hetu is prana upasana has phala vijnanam, phala jnanam. It is phalavan, phalavatvacha. Prana vijnanam swatantram viditsitam ityaha. Prana vijnanam means prana upasana is independently enjoined. Its injunction is given independently. Viditsitam ityaha. Tadha iti. In bhashya, tadhaital lokajida eva iti cha shrutehe. Those who do this upasana, then they will be the lokajita, victorious of this loka. Means they will go beyond this world. Iti cha shrutehe. Further, प्राणोपास्तेर विवक्षितत्वे हेत्वंतरमाह. Another hetu. Pran upasana is vivakshita, means that is the vivaksha, that is the intention of the speaker of the Veda. Pran upasana. In that another hetu is given. Hetvantaram, anyo hetu, hetuantaram. Hetvantaram is avyaya. Okay. Anyo hetu, hetvantaram. प्राणस्य वागादीनांच शुद्धि अशुद्धि वचनात्. In the Akhyayika it is said prana is shuddha, vagadi are ashuddha. The shuddhi ashuddhi vachanam is indicative of prana upasana. How do you say that? See further. Yad hi stuyate tad vidhiyate. Whatever stuti is done, understand that is vidhanam. Do this like that. Yadhi nindyate tad nishidhyate. Whichever thing, if its ninda is done, then that means nishedha it is. Don't do this. Iti nyayam ashritya uktam eva prapanchayati. With the help of this nyaya, what is said, he elaborates now. See in Bhashya. नहि अनुपास्यत्वे प्राणस्य शुद्धिवचनम वागादीनां च सह उपन्यस्तानाम अशुद्धिवचनम वागादि निंदया मुख्य प्राणस्तुतिश्च अभिप्रेता उपपद्यते. Anupasyatve pranasya. See, anvaya of this, you have to do this way. Pranasya anupasyatve, pranasya shuddhi vachanam, and vagadinam cha saha upanyasthanam ashuddhi vachanam na. If prana was not upasya, then prana would not have been indicated by shuddhi vachanam, means prana is shuddha. In the proximity of vagadi, which is indicated by ashuddhi vachanam. Vagadinam saha upanyasthana. They are kept next to each other, prana and vag. And prana is said having shuddhi vachanam. Vag is said to have ashuddhi vachanam. This is clear. You have to do upasana of prana. It is like, let's say some school is there, in that school teacher is there, and two children, they go to headmaster along with the teacher. So the teacher says, this one is very bright. This one is okay. So it is very clear, the one who is bright, he wants that headmaster to understand and do something glorious about that student or give him scholarship or whatever. So Shuddhi Vachanam of one, Ashuddhi Vachanam of the other, kept next to each other, is very clear it is for Upasana of one. Otherwise, this would not have been there. Vagadi Nindaya, and by Vagadi Ninda, Mukhya Prana Stutischa Abhipreta Upapadyate. Vagadi Ninda is not for the sake of Ninda. Nahi Ninda Nindyam Ninditum Pravartate. Apitu Stutyam Stotum. So Vagadi Ninda is not for the criticism of Vaga, because that is also important, but Prana is great. Mukhya Prana Stuti is Abhipreta. Tika. Itascha pranopastihi atra viditsita. For this reason also. You see how many reasons Acharya is giving. This is, today itself it is third reason. And yesterday we already saw one mukhya main hetu was given, that other japa vijnanam is not prayojaka of pranadi vijnanam. Pranadi vijnana is there, the one who does that anushtanam, that person has to do japa. So prayojaka is prana vijnana, right? So that is the mukhya hetu. The one who does this prana upasana, if he does that japa, he will get greater result, something like that they will indicate. So tasyaha eva tat prayojakatvat. That was the first reason. And then now here, third reason. Itascha, for this reason also, pranopastihi atra viditsita. Here prana upasana vidhanam is there. Ityaha. Mrutyumiti. In Bhashya, Mrutyum atikranto dipyate. See, this tells us how to think, how to look at the mantras. When they say Shastra Mimamsa, means this. Shastra has given some mantras. How to look at it? What is the main theme? What is the primary topic? What is the secondary topic? How you see Acharya is analyzing. Like this, in our, throughout our life, if we know, we should understand what is my mukhya prayojanam, what is gauna. Then gauna should strengthen the mukhya. In this way, everywhere, if I start understanding, we will never be lost. We will know how to look at anything that happens also. Whenever I have to understand where should I give my priority, where should I give my time, where should I give my energy. We have limited energy. We have limited time, 24 hours. How should I use it? All, you see, Acharya, it is not only for prana upasana, how many reasons you have to give? By this, he's indicating to us how we should look at everything. The same thing you can apply elsewhere also. You will see when you study Brahma Sutra, if you study or whatever, whoever has studied, Brahma Sutra Adhyanam has so much of this, because Sutra is only brief. Everything depends only upon Bhashya. When Bhashyakar opens up, then we understand. And if we have studied that Upanishad thoroughly, then Brahma Sutra will make sense. Otherwise, all that Bhashya, because Bhashyakar will say, oh, here it is said this, there it is said this, and we will just have to accept. Because we don't remember anything, we have not studied anything there. So if you study, then Brahma Sutra also is helpful. Mrutyum atikranto dipyate ityadi phalavachanam cha. If the person who does prana upasana, then he will transcend mrutyum. Which mrutyu? Hiranyagarbhatmaka. Yes? No. Here mrutyu is
Death.
Mrutyum atikranto dipyate ityadi phalavachanam. So if there is phalam for anything, then that is the vidhanam. Vidhanam is for that karma or upasana. Itasya pranopasti hi atra vidhit sita. That's how you have to split that shabda. Vidhit sita idyaha mrityu. Further, phalavachanam pranasya anupasyatve nopapadyate iti sambandha. If prana is not upasya, phalavachanam would not be there. Phalavachanam na upapadyate iti sambandha. Uktameva vyanakti. This part he explains further now. Prana swarupa pattehe hi phalam tad yat vagadinam agnadi bhavah. Prana swarupa apatter hi phalam. Prana swarupa patti phalam is what? Tad yad vagadinam agnadi bhavah. Prana Swarupapatti, Vagadi will get Agnyadi Bhava. You know what is Agnyadi Bhava? Vak Indriya. Who is the presiding deity there?
Agni.
So, Vak Indriya, when it is Ashuddha, then that Devata is not completely expressing. Tad Devata Bhava Prapti will happen when Prana Swarupa Patti will happen. Prana Swarupa Patter hi phalam tat yad vagadinam agnadi bhava. So when you do prana upasana, etc., then each indriya will have each of its devata, whatever respective devata. So chakshur indriya, surya devata, ityadi, tad bhava prapti. The details of that will be given later. He is just indicating that the topic of this Udgitha Brahmana is not Udgitha Samaganam, is not Abhyarohana Mantra, Asatoma Sadgama, etc. The topic of this Udgitha Brahmana is Pranupasana. Tika. Mrutyo mokshananantaram vagadinam yad agnyaditvam phalam tad adhyatma parichedam hitva उपासितुः आधिदैविक प्राण स्वरूपा पत्तेः उपपद्यते. So after he drops the body, then Vagadi will attain Agnyaditvam. Means for that Jiva, all Indriyas will go back to their Devata Swarupa, and therefore Adhyatma Parichedam is given up. Adhyatma means Sharira, Indriya, Ityadi. Tad Adhyatma Parichedam Hitva Upasituhu Adidaivika Prana Swarupa Patti. He will become one with Adidaivika Swarupa. See, in simple words, if you want to use for Adidevika, divine. He will become divine being. Right now, he is a mortal. When he does upasana, he is a mortal. From mortal, he will become divine. This language, everybody. From Adhyatmika Paricheda, he will have Adidevika Paricheda, then it sounds too difficult. Simple word, but the same thing, when we hear in simple terms, we say, this makes sense. So actually, this is what happens. When we say a person is divine, means a person has done lot of upasana. Now, whether in this sharira that divinity is expressing, or after the dropping of this body, further divinity is available. In whichever way, divinity is expression of upasana. And of course, if Brahma Jnanam is there, that is even greater. But don't expect long line to meet you. That is not the result of Brahma Jnana. But wherever there is line, you say, I am there. That is the Brahma Jnana Phala. You don't need line where this mortal Sharira is. Tasmat viditsita eva atra pranopastihi ityarthaha. Atra pranopastihi eva viditsita. Vidhatum ishta. Viditsita. Further now, उक्तन्यायेन प्राणोपास्तिम उपेत्य प्राण देवताम शुद्ध्यादि गुणवतीम आक्षिपति. Now Purva Pakshi, one hurdle is over. That at least the topic is set. It is pranupasana. But he says, but not pranupasana with shuddhyadi guna. Uktanyayena pranupastim upetya. Pranupasti is understood. Prana devatam shuddhyadi gunavatim akshipati. How can prana devata have shuddhyadi guna? Shuddhatva, shresthatva, apapaviddhatva, ityadi. How can prana have that? See in Bhashya. Bhavatu nama pranasya upasana. Okay, let pranasya upasana be there. Chalo, I will accept that. न तो विशुद्ध्यादि गुणवत्ता इति. विशुद्ध्यादि गुणवत्ता is not there in that upasana. यथा in Tika, प्राणस्य उपास्ति ही शास्त्र दृष्टत्वात् इष्टा तथा अस्य गुण संबंधः श्रुतत्वात् इष्टव्य. उपास्तौ उपास्य च गुणवती प्राणे. After prane and pramanika, there should be a gap, space. Prane pramanika praptehe avisheshat iti siddhanti brute. Purupakshi's question was, okay, prana upasana is there the topic, but not vishuddhatvadi gunavan prana. Siddhanti says, prana upasana is indicated in Shastra. Therefore, that is the topic. Its guna are also indicated in the Shastra. Therefore, it has that guna. See, यथा प्राणस्य उपास्ति ही शास्त्र दृष्टत्वात् इष्टा. प्राण upasana, because it is said in the shastra. Shastra drashtatvat means shastreshu vihitatvat ishta. It is ishta. It is desirable. Tatha asya guna sambandha. In the same way, its guna sambandha also shrutatvat ishtavya. because it is Shruti Siddha, Eshtavya. Upastau upasye cha, Eshtavya 1. Upastau Eshtavya. Upasye cha gunavati prane, and that upasya which is prana, which has guna, pramanika praptehe avisheshat. You cannot say prana upasana is pramanika. Prana having guna, its upasana is not pramanika, because both are given in same shastra. Both you will have to accept as pramanika only. Iti siddhanti brute. Nanu syat shrutatvat syat. Syat means vishuddhyadi gunavatta pranasya upasanam syat. Prana upasana with vishuddhyadi guna will be there. Why? Shrutatvat. Now you note one point here. What is that point? Who is saying Nanu? Siddhanti. Here Nanu is not Purvapakshi. Every time, generally what we think Nanu means Purvapakshi. But here Nanu is Siddhanti. Everybody got it?
Yes,
Yes.
Swamiji.
Yes, Swamiji.
Good.
Yes, Swamiji.
Purvapakshi is not happy with this. See in Tika. Pranasya upasyatve api शुद्ध्यादि गुणवादस्य स्तुत्यर्थत्वेन अर्थवादत्व संभवात् न यथोक्ता देवता स्यात् इति पूर्ववादी आह. He says this is only arthavada. Prana having all this guna is arthavada. Pranasya upasyatve api शुद्ध्यादि गुणवादस्य स्तुत्यर्थत्वेन अर्थवादत्व संभवात्. It is arthavada only. Why arthavada is there? Stuti, prana is just glorified. Means it is not real. न यथोक्ता देवता स्यात्. प्राण देवता शुद्ध्यादि गुणवता न स्यात्. So Purvapakshi is giving his argument. न स्यात् in भाष्य. न स्याद् उपास्यत्वे स्तुत्यर्थत्व उपपत्तेः. न स्यात्. सिद्धांत says स्यात्. Purvapakshi says न स्यात्. Upasyatve stutyarthatva upavatte. It is for the sake of upasana. Some stuti is there, that's all. टीका विशुद्ध्यादि गुणवादस्य अर्थवादत्वे अपि न अभूतार्थवादत्वम् इति परिहरति. Before that, 5 number tippani. So there is some important discussion. First you see the shloka. There is a shloka given in the 5th line of tippani. Mark that and I will read it. You note that. Vigraho havisham bhoga aishwaryancha prasannata falapradanamitetat panchakam anuswara panchakam vigrahadikam. In Mimamsa, there is this understanding: Devatas don't have Vigraha. Devatas don't have Vadi. Then what about this 4 hands and 6 hands and so many heads and legs? And see, this is Kalpana. Devata is only mantra rupa. So here in this shloka, Siddhanti says that Devatas have a Vigraha. Devatas have all these things. Vigraho is one. Avisham Bhoga. Whatever you offer, Devatas will have Bhoga of that. Aishwaryam, third. Prasannata, fourth. Phalapradanam, 5. Devatas have all these. Panchakam Vigrahadikam. Now, Arthavada. Purvapakshi said this is Arthavada. Arthavada is of how many types? Online students. Arthavada is of how many types? 3 types. Gunavada, Anuvada,
Bhutarthavada.
Bhutarthavada. Virodhe Gunavada Syad
Anuvado
Tanuva
Vadharite.
Avadharite
Bhutarthavada Stadhanat. Arthavada Stidhamata.
Tridhamataha. Bhutarthavada Stadhanat. Arthavada Stridhamataha. This I have explained, but I will explain again. If the shloka says like this, if the sentence, Veda Vakya is like this, Adityo Yupaha, Adityo Yupaha. Yupa is a wooden pillar with 8 angles. Ashtakona means octagon it has. And when the Veda says this is sun, so it is definitely not sun. Sun is there up in the sky. Then why it is said Adityo Yupaha? Because that Yupa is shining. It's very bright. So Adityo Yupaha. This is called Gunavada. Why? Because there is Pratyakshana Virodha. Pratyaksha Pramana says Aditya is something else. And this Veda Vakya says Yupa is Aditya. So Pratyakshana Virodhatvat Virodhe Gunavada Syat. This is Gunavada. Means this is glorification, stuti. Anuvado Avadharite. If it is already known through some other pramana, like Pratyaksha, then that Vakya will be Anuvada Vakya. Like Agnir himasya bheshajam. Agnir himasya bheshajam is already known through pratyaksha pramana. That fire is the medicine for cold. Or heat is the medicine for cold. That you already know. This is already known through other pramana and Vedas have said. Therefore, Veda Vakya will become Anuvada Vakya. So, first sentence is Virodhe Gunavadasyad Anuvado Vadharite. Then, second line. Bhutarthavadas Tadhanat. Tat means Tayoho. Samasa is there. Tadhanat means Tayoho Hanat. Tat Hanat is Tayoho Hanat. Bhutarthavada. Means if it is not Gunavada, if it is also not Anuvada, then it will become Bhutarthavada. Like Vajrahasta Purandaraha. If I hear Vajrahasta Purandaraha, have I seen anybody? Not only me, has anybody seen Indra having Vajra in his hand through Pratyaksha Pramana? We have not seen. Therefore, it is not Anuvada Bhakya. Have I seen Indra holding something else other than Vajra? No. Or somebody else holding Vajra other than Indra? No. Therefore, there is no Virodha. So it is not Gunavada also. So neither Gunavada nor Anuvada, therefore it will become Bhutarthavada. These three Vakyas, Veda Vakyas, you remember. What are the first example?
Adityo Yupaha.
Adityo Yupaha. This is the first example. What is the second example?
Agni himasya bheshajam.
That is the second one. And third Vakya is
Vajrastra purandaraha.
So, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter of the shloka, it will fit in. So, here Purvapakshi is saying this is Gunavada only. It is actually not there. It is only Stuti. So, Siddhanti says it is not Abhutarthavada, it is Bhutarthavada. Vishuddhyadi Gunavadasya Arthavadatvapi na Abhutarthavadatvam. It is not Abhutarthavada, it is Bhutarthavada. Means, actually prana has Vishuddhatvam, Shresthatvam, all these gunas. Iti pariharati na. Now you see, you have to remember, when Acharya is discussing with Mimamsaka, who doesn't want to do something and wants to remain without karma upasana, then for that person to engage him in karma upasana is the right thing. So to tell him, you should do prana upasana. Prana upasana is glorious. That is the tatparya. This is required. When that same acharya is talking to somebody who wants to become Brahmanishtha, then for that adhikari, instructions will be different. That is part of adhyaropa. Upasana is not the tatparya. So in this prakarana, upasana is tatparya. When this prakarana is over and we enter into the next prakarana, then we say upasana is not the tatparyam of the whole Upanishad. Let's move on. So right now don't start asking how this upasana is important, and because in Mandukya Karika, this prana, vak, indriya samvada, it will be said the whole thing is not possible only. How prana can talk and indriyas can talk? But that thing is to be taught to that person who wants to get established in Brahmanishtha, who has lot of vairagya. Person who doesn't have vairagya, doesn't want to do something out of laziness, but expects all his wonderful food, pleasures, everything, that person better do some upasana. For that person, you don't do upasana khandanam, and then this person neither does any upasana, definitely doesn't have vairagya, so he is nowhere there. So we should know how to understand the shastra and what is the right medicine for me when the right problem is there. So we should not start doing, if at all somebody remembers the Mandukya in Advaita Prakarana, this topic is taken up. If you remember, if you don't remember, then that is a greatness, when you study Brahadaranyaka, you don't remember Mandukya. Mandukya, when you study, you don't remember this. There is no conflict, everything is pashta. Okay, so Pariharati na, that part we will see tomorrow. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah. ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः।